Imagine being kicked out by your own sister, all because of a lie. Alina believed her boyfriend over the one person who loved her most. In seconds, anger took over and a home was destroyed. But what happens next? This will break your heart. Sit tight and let me tell you this powerful emotional story. Alina Morty stood before the massive mirror in her dressing room. Adjusting her designer blazer, the reflection staring back was flawless, powerful and cold. Everything about her screamed New York success. The polished heels, the diamond watch, the look of a woman who owned a slice of Wall Street. "Sienna," her voice thundered, "where's my espresso?" Downstairs, Sienna Morty, Alina's twin, hurriedly placed a steaming cup on a silver tray. Her hands were rough from chores, but her face carried a peace that money couldn't buy. As she entered the primary suite, Alina's boyfriend, Julian, lounged on the bed. A high society fixer with a manipulative streak, he looked up with a smirk. "Finally," Julian drawled, checking his gold watch. "Do you move like a subway delay for fun, or is it just your nature?" Sienna kept her gaze down. "Sorry, I was just don't talk back," Alina snapped, cutting her off. "Serve the coffee and go." Sienna obeyed, but as she turned to leave, the laughter followed her, Julian's mocking chuckle and Alina's amused response. It was the sound of humiliation. Outside on the terrace, only the gardener, Joe, treated her with respect. To everyone else, she was the shadow, the twin who stayed behind while Alina climbed the social ladder. One evening, the air turned cold. Alina returned home stressed from a board meeting, and Julian saw his chance to finally remove the annoying sister from the picture. "Alina, darling," Julian lied, his voice trembling with fake indignation. "Sienna insulted me while you were out. She said I'm just using you for your money, and she told me she's the one who really deserves this penthouse. She even threw a glass at me." Alina's rage exploded. She didn't ask for proof. She marched into the kitchen where Sienna was quietly cleaning. "So it's true," Alina shouted. "After everything I've done for you, you think you can disrespect Julian in my house?" "Alina, please, he's lying." "Enough," Alina roared. "You've become arrogant, you're nothing but a burden." She grabbed Sienna's old duffel bag and hurled it toward the door. "Get out! Take your bag and leave my house." "Please, sister, it's freezing outside." "Then sleep in Central Park," Alina snapped. "Maybe there you'll learn respect." The heavy steel door slammed shut. The lock clicked with a final, cold sound. Sienna wandered through the cold Manhattan night until she collapsed near a gate in Brooklyn Heights. She was found by Grace Sterling, a billionaire philanthropist who saw the quiet strength in Sienna's eyes. Grace took her in, and over the next 2 years, Sienna blossomed. Her integrity and intelligence led her to start a massive nonprofit that became the talk of the city. Meanwhile, the karma the world speaks of arrived for Alina. Julian had been cooking the books of Alina's firm for months. He embezzled millions, framed Alina for the fraud, and vanished to Europe with a new lover. Alina lost everything: the penthouse, her reputation, and her wealth. One rainy evening, a broken woman stood outside a sleek office building in Brooklyn. It was Alina. She watched as a black SUV pulled up and Sienna stepped out, looking radiant and respected. When Sienna saw the dirty, trembling woman at her gate, her heart clenched. Alina dropped to her knees in the slush. "I was blind, Sienna. Pride destroyed me. Please, forgive me." Sienna knelt and took her twin's hands. "I forgave you the day you threw me out, Alina. Pain made me strong, but love kept me human." Sienna didn't just forgive her. She gave her a home and a chance to rebuild. As the sun set behind the Manhattan skyline, two sisters stood together again, not as master and servant, but as equals reborn through grace.